This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Oklahoma's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First carry of the season for this transfer. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
Pressure coming. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They strike first. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside. It's Pryor. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Remember, if your entire body... Past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get to him as he throws. Got a man, it's Harris. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Under fire. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to Xavier. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Mateer. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open,
Caught! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play called defensively.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going deep. Goes high to pull it in. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Robinson. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Here's a give to Robinson. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Finds his way inside the 25-yard line. He's got enough for the first down. Mark it at the 24. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They go to the draw. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bringing it back. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think
turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And runs through another guy. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to
go. To the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, a shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the air, it's Batir. Working that left side now. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He's going to run it, and his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jones wants to throw it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bring in the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Had to get rid of it quickly. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's BYU, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Robinson again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Skips away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Brown. There he goes. Touchdown, Gators. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe some room here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Fires into the end zone. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Jones to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Xavier again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off Robinson, running left. Tripped up for the tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Batir. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Mays. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones wants to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Xavier Robinson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
Got a little grass. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Escapes the pressure going right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Powers through the defender.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Jones to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll give it to Robinson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Got room to work. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The transfer has it his 1st carry. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Avent. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.